What's going on, guys? Fuller here with Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube. Now, you might be wondering, why am I riding a stretched motorcycle when we usually talk about lifted trucks? Well, it actually has nothing to do with this video, but what I am going to tell you is the 5 things you probably didn't know about cheap lift kits. So the first thing you may not know about cheap lift kits is there's actually a lot more people running them than you would have first imagined. So the reason why people run these cheap lift kits, well, it's simply because it saves you a lot of money. So the second thing you might not have known about cheap lift kits is actually a noticeable difference in ride quality, and there's a couple of factors that play into that. One being the quality of the materials and where they're sourced from, and then the other being the engineering that goes into the kits. So between those two, you're able to have a kit that rides better or worse, basically depending on price and how much money and effort is put into the development of the kit. So number 3 is actually more of a myth, because everybody thinks that these cheap lift kits have terrible angles and they're really bad on your suspension geometry, and that's not always the case. And people's biggest fear with those poor angles is that you're going to be changing ball joints and wheel bearings every weekend, and that's not really the case. Sure, they're worse than some of the higher end lift kits, but they're not that bad. So number 3 is really just an exaggeration on how bad these cheap lift kits are, when in reality, they do fine for most people. So one thing you might notice when you're shopping for a new lift kit is that not all lift kits are created equal. Zone is a great example of a kit that's not quite as aesthetically pleasing, but it works really well, and that's something you're going to want to pay attention to if you're shopping for a lift kit on CustomOffsets.com. Another thing you might not realize is for every expensive lift kit manufacturer out there, they also offer a cheaper option, and Zone is a great example of that. So many of you know that Zone is actually a sister company to BDS, and they're much more affordable. So like with Rough Country, you can buy a Rough Country lift kit for pretty cheap, but you can also get the Vertex coilovers, which really bump up that cost. Magoi's SS kits are super expensive, but they also have basic kits as well, and we have completely run out of space, so we're going to turn and go this way. Superlift is another company that's out there that is, in general, pretty affordable, but they also have options where you can buy a $4,000 set of King coilovers, so it just goes to show that with every expensive brand, they also have something out there that everybody can afford. So hopefully that helps. If you're looking to pick up a lift kit, remember, we are the wheel, tire, and suspension experts, and all of this is available online at CustomOffsets.com. If you have any more questions, feel free to check out the website, and hopefully we can answer them for you there, or drop a comment below, and we will do our best to either make you a video or just respond to your comment. What's going on, guys? Fuller here with Custom Offsets TV on YouTube. Now, you might be wondering, why am I riding a stretched motorcycle on a lifted truck channel? Well, it actually has nothing to do with this video, but what I am going to tell you is the 5 things you probably didn't know about cheap lift kits. I stalled it.